qu'on est en train de faire, c'est tout à fait légitime, vu ce qu'ils font. Vengeance du prophète sallam, Masha'Allah, c'est amplement mérité depuis le temps. Vous attaquez la Khilafa, vous attaquez l'État islamique, on vous attaque. Vous ne pouvez pas attaquer et ne rien avoir en retour. Alors vous faites votre victime, comme si vous ne comprenez pas ce qui se passe pour quelques morts, or que vous et votre coalition, vous en tête presque maintenant, vous bombardez régulièrement là-bas, vous avez investi des forces, vous tuez des civils, vous tuez des combattants, vous tuez... Pourquoi? Parce qu'on applique la charia. Même chez nous, on n'a plus le droit d'appliquer la charia maintenant. C'est vous qui décidez de ce qui va se passer sur la terre. C'est ça? Non. On ne va pas laisser faire ça. On va se battre.
There are plenty of broadcast media outlets who cringe at showing the now-released video diary of the cowardly killer of innocent people at a market outside of Paris last week. Plenty of those making editorial decisions who believe that looking into the cold eyes of a man who would kill for his religious beliefs, those on the extreme that believe in public whippings of women for merely showing too much exposed skin and choose to subjugate them to the point of being little more than slaves born to breed and serve their pathetic male owners, would only serve to further their murderous message and empower those weak-minded lemmings of the world to follow them into hell. Granted, there are those who will hear his message and decide that jihad is for them. They need to join the team and fight for a cause that is neither righteous nor the will of any God. But presenting messages such as these in their unedited form is the right thing to do on so many levels. If we are to identify evil, and if we are to wage a battle against it, physical, psychological, take your pick of the level, we must know the mind of the enemy, no matter how it may disgust us. These are serious and mind-diseased murderers who have no value for life. And if looking you in the eye with a knife in their hand upon hearing you do not believe as they do would ensure you received the business end of that knife, and they would do it willingly and gladly. Thus, these are the people and their statements that have become imperative to hear, pay attention to, and use in what will be a generational war against them. But there are those who seek to use the broadcast media every day for their own addled advantage, who purport themselves to be warriors, but in essence are nothing more than publicity-seeking prostitutes, hooking their wagons to these murderous causes because they know there's a faction of the broadcast press who not only desire to talk to vermin, but do it over and over and over again, not because it furthers the cause of defeating these sewer-dwelling bottom feeders, but because in their mind, it makes for great television.
The state terrorism which people are engaged in have caused hundreds of thousands of lives to be lost in Iraq and Syria, and that's by the Americans and non-allies. The Muslims are defending themselves.
Let me come back.
The Muslims are defending themselves. Just let me.
No, just let me come back in for 1 second. Just let me come back in for a moment.
No, because you have a lot of pejorative, but you don't have much substance to what you're saying. I mean, they banned the burqa in France.
Okay, I'm coming back in here, actually. Just let me come back in here. But what religion in the 21st century justifies the slaughter yesterday in Paris? I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you almost smile as you say it.
You are being disrespectful, but I'll tell you something. The religion of freedom and democracy justifies the killing of Muslims in Afghanistan and Iraq, torturing people in Guantanamo Bay, Abu Ghraib. This is your religion, but the Muslims are defending themselves. In our religion, we defend the honor of the prophets. We think that they should be followed. We think that they are people who should be sanctified. In your religion, they can be insulted. You don't have a problem. People can be naked. You believe in alcohol, drugs. In Britain, men can marry each other. We believe Allah created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Anjem Choudary teaches us nothing, no news value, certainly does zero to further the discussion. We can only be shocked that with his self-promotion and the time we in broadcast news waste on this darkly clad cockroach, that he doesn't already have a line of T-shirts and coffee mugs with his smiling visage on it and the words, "Here's to a morning cup of jihad." Anjem Choudary will never again appear on MidPoint for several reasons. Save for his being a waste of human flesh, he is a news value black hole spewing practice lines like a wooden dummy. All we would be doing is giving him a global stage to spit and spew, and now comes the tough part. I'm going to call on every news network, talk show, magazine, program, you name it. Drop this collection of bullfield droppings once and for all. Stop stooping to his despicable level, seeking just to have your show linked to various websites who do nothing more than troll the airwaves looking for stupid people saying stupid things and making jackasses of themselves. For every time we give this fraud the time of day, it is we who come out looking like the southbound end of a northbound donkey. And that is telling it like it is. Rock on, true believers.